All right, in this video, I'm going to show you the main screen in OnShape. So after you get signed in, you're going to see this screen right here, and we are going to go ahead and create our first document. I'm going to do that by going over to where it says Create. And then I'm going to go down to where it says Document. I'm going to create a document. Here, I'm going to name it the document. When you are naming your document, if you have an assignment, I would name it after that assignment so it's easy to find and you know what you need to turn in. Okay. For us right now, I'm just going to call it test document. And I'm going to hit OK. And that's going to end up creating our document for us. The first thing you're going to notice is the center of your screen. This is your workspace. So this is where the part file is going to be. You're going to actually see the part as you add to it and take away. The other thing you're going to notice over here is what's called the view cube. Right now we are in an isometric view, and what that means is you got a 3D view where all the top, front, and side are all equally visible. These are your planes. So here's your front plane, your right plane, and your top plane. So you are going to decide what you're going to sketch on to begin with. Okay. Over in the left is your features. This is basically your planes here, and then as you add sketches, you're going to see the sketches there. After you're done with sketching, we're going to teach you about extrusions, revolving, fillets, all those different things, and you're going to see those over here as you create your file. And then you can always go back to those and change them later. Down at the bottom is the parts area. You can actually add multiple parts and then end up kind of combining them together. We'll see if we get to that later in the trimester. Okay. This top bar up here it's currently in your 3D mode. So you have like things like extrude, revolve, sweep. Since we have not done any sketching yet, these buttons aren't going to really do anything. Because we always need to start with our sketch. When I'm using the view cube, if I want to see my object from the front, I can click on front. Notice it swings it around. You do see your other planes right here, but you're viewing it from the front. If I want to go back, I was viewing it isometrically from the corner. So you still have all those planes there. It's just going to look different. Okay. I can also use my mouse to move things around. We recommend that you have a mouse when you're using the program. If I use the scroll on my mouse, if I scroll backwards, it's going to zoom out. If I scroll forward, it's going to zoom in. Okay. If I hold the mouse scroll down and then move my mouse, I can move my object in that space. Okay. If I click and hold the right mouse button, notice I can change the angle of which I'm looking at it. Notice how the view cube in the corner is moving along with the actual object and the planes over here. Okay. If you get really messed up, you can always just go back to your view cube and just click on the corner and it's right back to your normal isometric view. Okay. But in order to start, we are going to go ahead and click on Sketch. It's going to ask which sketch plane do I want to create my sketch on. I'm going to click on Front. Notice this box that shows up around over here. I have created my sketch plane on the front plane. Now, what's going to be kind of annoying is having these planes here. And the way you hide those is by going over here and you clicking on the hide these views. So I can hide right, I can hide front, I can hide top. Notice my origin's still there. That's where they all meet in the middle. I can hide that if I want. I don't really need that either. Or I can show that. You can work off that. And that basically has created this plane. Now, if I were to draw a rectangle, notice I'm still viewing this isometrically. So while it is a rectangle here, if I click on the front, it's going to look a lot more like a rectangle that you would think of. you'll notice that it's right on sketch 1. Okay? Whereas if I view it isometrically, let me zoom out a little bit, it is that rectangle, I'm just viewing it a different way. Okay? That's all I'm going to do in this video. In the next video, I will show you a lot more of the tools, and we'll go further using OnShape.